Pain and suffering are like the kiss of Jesus. It just means you've come so close to him that he can kiss you.
For fuck's sake. What a waste of emotion. Hi, Edgar. Alan Poe. J.K. Calloway here with Siobhan, jumping into a brand new show here on the channel. Another Mike Flanagan special, The Fall of the House of Usher. You like Usher. He's playing the Super Bowl.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't hear who was doing the Super Bowl yet this year, so okay.
That's what this show's going to be about.
So it's just going to be that? Yeah, so that's sad.
Over and over. You like Usher. That means Little John's going to be there.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway. Fitting the tone of this show, obviously. No, that's another Mike Flanagan show. House of the Bly Manor, House of, what was it? Haunting of Hill House. No, is that it?
Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Bly Manor. And of course, Midnight Mass, which was a patron exclusive here on the channel, if you want to go check that out. But this one apparently is very Poe oriented. I think it's gonna tell a number of Poe stories based on the titles of the episodes, essentially. And the first one, the premiere, is called A Midnight Dreary from the Jabberwock. So I'm excited because these are always great. Like, they've got some jump scares here and there, but mostly just the stories are outstanding. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Midnight Mass. You watched that before I did.
Yeah.
You jumped the gun on that one, otherwise you could have reacted with me.
No, sorry.
Jerk. But this one I'm making you watch with me because it's awesome. It's going to be awesome, hopefully. And yeah, we'll see what it has in store, because it's usually just great stories. It's like put together very well, with some spookums, and it's spookum season.
It is spookum season.
Speaking of spookum season, I've got a mustache. We had a murder mystery dinner. It was Italian themed, so I had to go mustache, and now I'm just going to keep it and torture my family, especially this one. I'm really impressed you're still sitting next to me. Because it's not a creeper stash. I let it go a little lower. But no, is it a creeper? Is this a creeper stash? Or just all mustaches are creeper stashes?
Yeah.
But no, my Uncle Larry's got a solid mustache. Your dad had a wonderful mustache.
Yeah, but that worked on them because they're grandpas.
Oh, so it doesn't work on me is what you're saying.
I didn't say that.
Because, I mean, let's be clear. Both of them had it since they were in their 20s. Okay?
Yes.
My dad had a mustache for a long time. Now he's clean shaven. I don't know. But he had the Hulk Hogan. It went down all the way, like to here.
I don't think I ever knew him.
I don't know why. No, you never saw it. It was like when I was in my teens, up until then. But anyway, creepy. Fits the tone of the show. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. If you like what we're doing around here, we'll be doing House of Usher, I think Thursdays will be the day we're posting these. Until we're caught up, it's 8 weeks. So it'll be a fun 8 weeks into November. Also, if you want to check out the full uncut reactions, we do that on Patreon over at patreon.com/JKReacts. And every video from now on, Siobhan, we're going to shout out Patreon. Appreciate you guys. And this week we're going to do Kalia. Or Kalia?
Kalia.
It's one or the other. But yeah, she's a Patreon. Appreciate you supporting the channel. If you want to join her, do it. I don't really make any money from YouTube. Patreon, yeah, a little bit. Help us out. A Midnight Dreary. Now, I said which Poe work this is from. Do you remember?
You kept saying Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock.
Isn't that Alice in Wonderland? The Jabberwock.
It's in a number of works, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
In Alice in Wonderland, it's an actual, tangible animal thing.
It's not, and I had to, in a linguistics class, had to translate it into my own language, and I cried.
You cried?
I cried.
Oh.
That was really hard.
Thanks, Alice.
Because that was...
Make my wife cry. Were you my wife at that point? No.
No, I'm
you were in college. Almost. You were my fiance.
Almost, yeah. We were engaged.
What's up? Anyway. I'm excited. These are always really fun and dark and delightful, so here we go. Oh! Oh, you're trying to get me right at the heart. Trying to kill me with this Pink Floyd. Bring it.
Thank heaven.
Okay.
The crisis, the danger is past, and the fever called living is conquered at last. Be silent in that solitude, which is not loneliness. It stood in life before thee.
Okay.
In death around thee. Breeze. The breath shadowing.
She's cool.
Yet unbroken.
Is that
symbol,
Mark Hamill?
token.
It looked like him.
Hangs upon the trees. Life from death are, at best, shadowy and vague. Who shall say where
No.
it begins?
Yeah, there's nothing there. But what the fuck?
On the brink.
She's here.
Our first impulse is to shrink from the danger.
Yep. Why would you go alone?
Don't knock on that door. Don't go in there.
No, it's just a bad policy.
Cognac?
No, thank you. Listen, I'm sorry for your loss. Your losses, rather.
Stupid
A
person.
single pour. It probably cost twice your annual salary.
Super. What are you doing?
Let's see what a few years of your worth tastes like.
I mean it, Roderick. It's unimaginable, and I am truly
No, I
sorry.
understand, Augie. You're sorry my children are all dead. I called you tonight to give you the only thing you've ever wanted. My confession. We're in my childhood home. Yeah, this is where I grew up. Kept it all these years. The whole neighborhood.
And what exactly are you confessing to?
Okay.
You mentioned Title 18, Section 371. That's defrauding the U.S. government. Is that
All
not
of
true?
it.
All of it.
The whole thing. I'll tell you how my children died.
I know how they died, Roderick. Everybody knows.
You know the story.
Believe me, Mr. Dupin, when I tell you, you don't know a thing. You cannot understand the things I've done unless you understand the life that Madeline and I were born into. And the woman who would shape every choice we'd ever make. She was personal secretary to the CEO of Fortunato Pharmaceuticals, William Longfellow.
Children are never too tender to be whipped. Like tough beefsteaks, the more you beat them, the more tender they become.
Why do you want tender children? They don't taste very good. Oh!
Climbing my fence! Not here, not ever, we agreed.
Let go of her arm.
Madeline hated Longfellow even then. She knew, somehow.
Madeline,
She always knew.
we stay away from Mr. Longfellow's house.
He's mean.
He's complicated. Like God. How's your foot?
It hurts.
Wow. Okay.
Pain and suffering are like the kiss of Jesus. It just means you've come so close to him that he can kiss you.
For fuck's sake. What a waste of emotion. What is that? It is Mom, okay.
Okay, Mom. Okay.
Here. Maybe we need to call a doctor like on the TV.
No!
Mom, please.
Jesus showed us how to heal the sick, and it wasn't through medicine. Where is your faith?
She won't take any medicine. Nothing. Won't see any doctors, and she's in so much pain.
I just thought maybe if you could help her, if it was you telling her what she needs to do, she might listen. She won't listen to us. She loves you.
What did you say?
It's the least you could do.
Now take your insinuations, your fucking false insinuations, take your grift, and get off my property.
Okay, so they definitely had an affair. Clearly. He wouldn't react that way if they hadn't.
Thank heaven the crisis, the danger was past. And the lingering illness was over at last.
Holy shit.
Come let the burial rite be read. The funeral song be sung.
Just want to thank you again for being a good mother and not a raging psychopath. I appreciate you. Wow. She was raised like Lazarus.
What did we do?
We're gonna call a doctor. We've gotta call a doctor. I don't care what she
It was
says.
an accident. They gotta know we didn't mean to.
Okay.
No.
We didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Please, Mommy.
Oh my God.
And then she just dropped dead again?
The official story was Longfellow had a heart attack in his sleep. That was before the internet, prehistoric times. The last thing my mother did in this life was kill a powerful man, and we carried that secret with us.
Why are we talking about your mother?
Well, I assume that I'm supposed to because she's here. She's right behind you.
Don't look.
To make an adversary lean in, make them repeat themselves, throw your eye line behind them.
I don't see her.
Make them turn around.
Right.
I'm not going to turn around, Roderick.
It's fine with me.
It's probably in his head. Do you see
So
it?
why are you telling me this?
Just moved. She just...
I didn't see her. I didn't see her.
Your granddaughter again?
The Usher family,
Okay.
under CEO Roderick Usher and COO Madeline Usher, spent 4 decades growing Fortunato. They've achieved this by doing awful,
I still don't trust
awful
you.
things. And the most fundamental ethics. And at the cost of people's lives. And the reason they aren't sweating, the reason their lead attorney and enforcer, Mr. Arthur Pym...
Objection.
You're going to hear from one of them. An informant from within the inner circle.
Even if it's not true, it's a good play. I don't think it's true. But it's making them scramble. It's making them squirm.
Regard the allusion to an informant.
Dawn, what are you doing here? Have you met my wife, Juno? This is Dr. Donaldson. He's been with me a long time now.
I need to talk to you, Roderick.
Go ahead.
Alone, I think, might be best.
Something is going on with you.
All good. Right behind you.
Was it his doctor? You say something like he's only got a little bit to live or something?
Maybe.
For the road.
So in most all of these Mike Flanagan shows, that's his wife. We'll see.
Forfeiture of inheritance, waiving of civil suits. You guys, we really should get together more often. It's just a balm for the soul.
The consequence only applies if it's proven you violated the agreement.
Yeah, I prefer not to sign anything without my guy looking at it first. Or not.
$50 million. To whoever solves it. To the lucky usher who figures out who's talking to the feds. 50 million cash. Yes, I'm putting a bounty on you. You, the shitbag. You, the informant. You know who you are. It's 50 million. Sleep tight.
Well, okay, I think I know how his kids died now. Themselves.
That was the last time I saw them all together. There's a woman.
I knew that face. You know her too.
Woman I have to tell you about.
What did she do to them?
Look, what?
Costume party? Guessing you're Jay Gatsby or Daisy Buchanan.
We work up the street. Haven't seen this place before. Did you just open?
Sort of.
Gotta be more crowded. New Year's and all.
Oh, it'll fill up later. We're a midnight business. Tonight, anyway. To 1979. May it rest in peace.
Drink, but don't get drunk. Talk, but don't talk. If the cops aren't here by midnight, that's a good sign. The important thing is that people see us tonight. This place is good. Crowded enough for a few witnesses, not so crowded that nobody notices.
I'm Verna.
Roderick. This is Madeline.
You staying for the ball drop?
Did you want real names?
That's good.
New Year's 1980. I remember what else happened that night. That was when everything changed at Fortunato. People still whisper about what possibly could have happened that night.
Oh.
That's where you're taking me, isn't it?
We're sitting outside of time and space.
We buried 3 of my children today. The other 3 last week. My mother, my children, New Year's Eve. You'll be reluctant to accept it or believe it, but I promise you, every single piece is important.
During the sweeping precipitancy of a fall from such a height.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Just a gesture out of nowhere.
Designated off duty. Take him to Westminster and pursue him and lock down the wing, maybe the whole floor.
This time. This time.
All the way off. With the, just the imagery. So good. So fun. So there might be some Poe elements. I can't tell. There's at least one crow.
Yes. Not a murder.
2 crows.
Well,
It's getting to be a murder. So how familiar are you with Poe? Did you read a lot of Poe? Or just the stuff like in school?
I read some stuff.
Like Telltale Heart, I remember well.
I know I read
Moderately
that. There was a lot that I read in high school, though. Like...
Like I read The Raven. And then... well, the Telltale Heart's one... No, that's The Pit and the Pendulum I'm thinking of. With the pendulum...
No, Telltale Heart stuff.
On the floor.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll get into that because like all the episodes are works of Poe, right? Like the finale's called Raven, so fuck that. Now that we kind of know what he sees all the time, well, yeah, like I want to know who Gina Carano is for sure, because that seemed like I don't know what happened that night. We'll find out, right?
Right.
But why did they go there? Why did it seem like a new bar? And then Gina Carano like kind of knew what they wanted. Like gave them the drink they were gonna order.
Yeah.
Give them everything for free. There's a fucking raven above.
And she's we're outside of space and time right now.
Yeah. Like all kinds of weirdness. So this is the fun of these shows because like about 5 episodes in, you don't know shit, and then they smack you in the face with something. So I'm excited. These are so much fun. They're dark. They're delightful. And Mom. That's how you're gonna go out.
I'm gonna die. You're gonna bury me.
Well,
and
I'm gonna cremate you. So it's gonna be interesting. Because we're getting cremated. For reasons just like that. Didn't expect the random Luke Skywalker appearance.
No.
Like what the hell?
And he's surly and he's
scary. He is
and
surly and like Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Imagine a life being called Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And now you're like 50 or 60, 70 maybe. And it's still happening. I'd be surly too. He's an incredible voice actor. He's an incredible career voice acting. So, he's cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your comments. Let us know what you thought of that one. That was fun. And yeah, we'll be putting these up every Thursday until we're caught up. Maybe if we're really into it, we'll do more than one a week. We'll see. It's just a matter of everything else we got going on too. But yeah, episode 2 next week. We'll talk to you then.
Tschüss.